How deeply fulfilling you find life depends on how deeply you've questioned it. Questioning everything in life for yourself will help prevent you being misled about anything. Will stop people blinding you with their own opinion or their own viewpoint. Not to question is to conform, and conformity leads absolutely nowhere. To be an individual, and only individuals make any individual progress in life, you've got to ask questions. You've got to probe. You've got to question what you're told. So much of what you're being told about life is told to you by people who have never questioned life. They've just accepted what they've been told by people before them who haven't questioned life. That is what conformity is. It's a dead end. You have to fit in with life to function, but you'll just be swept downstream if you don't question anything. Without questioning, you become part of the blob of life that just does, without thinking. People might conform to success, they might conform to anything else, and it looks like they're independent, but they're not. They've just been influenced that way. For you to really understand life, you have to ask questions. What is it? Why are we living it? What are we hoping to achieve by it? I first started to question life when I was about 5, in a kind of 5-year-old way. My brother got a string puppet, and I wondered if we were all like puppets, whether God was above the clouds and he just pulled the strings. When I went to inquire about it, I was told not to be silly and go outside and play. And that's the way most of us are treated. And most of us will go outside and play and not question it anymore because authority has told us not to. Question your schooling. Question your education. What has it really taught you beyond the very basics of reading and writing and arithmetic? The rest of education has been conditioning you to conformity. Question your religion, your spiritual beliefs. Very few religions will encourage you to question. They encourage you to conform. They've got the answer. They don't encourage you to find it for yourself. Question your friends. They all want you to be like them. But do you want to be like them? Have they questioned life? Have any of them looked to really understand life? Questioning is vital if you're to progress. If you're just to conform and not question, what is the benefit of life? Most people accept what they're told. But when the end of life comes, they realize none of it was true. They're facing the end in total ignorance. And they've learnt little in the life they've lived. And really, life is made for learning, for progressing. But you have to question in what direction you want to progress. Do you want to become powerful, popular, influential, admired? Or do you really want to understand life, examine its depths, and know what you're doing as you're living life, and know what life is for, and use it for that? Conformists are really a support group. They keep the system going. And if you're a free thinker, if you question, you can ride on that as you examine life and make your own adjustments as you go along to become what you should be, to experience your full potential, to know what you are deep inside, and not where you're going, but what you're evolving into. Questioning should be the beginning part of evolving. Ask. Contemplate. Who am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? What is all this about? Initially asking those questions, you get no answer. One has to ask the questions over a period of time. Contemplate on the question. Allow the answer to come to you. You don't have to figure it out, calculate it. Contemplate on the question, and the answer will come. It does. And you can move on and do it again, going deeper and deeper into life, leaving everybody else rolling their pet wheels of time up and down the road. When crises come, if you've questioned enough, you see what they are, you know what to do. You are rescued by your understanding, while everybody else bows down in confusion and fear. There's huge pressure not to question, because your questioning makes other people uncomfortable. They like their little quiet place where they are. They don't like it disturbed. Little hole they live in and breed in and do their thing in, without ever looking at the wide world or the deeper world. Life is so much more than meets the eye. It's so much more than people realize. They just spend their lives getting on with the next thing, understanding very little, not marveling at what this life is. What is it that keeps us going? What is the energy that makes us? What are the circumstances that brought us to this point? And what do we need to do to arrive at a better point? Not just in this physical life, but in life itself, in consciousness. So start questioning the little things in life. Why is this like this? And why is that like that? And why does that person behave like that? And why should I do something different? Slowly a new reality will open out to you. And you'll be seeing clearly in a world of sleepwalkers. What you'll start to experience cannot really be described. It has to be experienced. So do it. Question everything. Eventually, you'll be able to drop the questions, and consciousness will just present the answers, will show you the way, will give you the light, as they say, and you'll be so grateful you started to question as you see where you're going in a world full of blind people tapping their sticks. Question your source of information. Why are you being given it? The mainstream media is conditioning you to support the agenda of whoever owns the mainstream media. Religious organizations, although probably true at their very beginning, are now run as an organization, a socio-political organization. Why are they telling you what they're telling you? What is their end? Are schools not to turn you into a cog for the machine? Do schools teach you how to be independent, how to think for yourself, how to manage money? Or do they get you just to conform and supply labor? Question everything. A life not questioned is a life not lived to its fullest. A life not questioned ends up with the same ignorance it began with. Question everything.